I'm going to tell you exactly how my quiet Saturday barbecue turned into a neighborhood riot, why 37 strangers trampled my lawn with paper plates like I owed them a wedding buffet, and how I served them a revenge so spicy it practically seared Karen's fake pearls right off her neck. And before you judge me, just hear me out, because by the end, you might want to invite me to your next cookout, or at least hire me to handle your neighborhood's next HOA tyrant. It kicked off 2 days before what I now call the Great Ghost Wing Incident. See, I'm a simple guy, name's Danny Perez, born and raised in the South, backyard grill enthusiast, not a chef, not a show-off. Just a man who thinks a rack of ribs and a cold beer is therapy that works better than any podcast. That Saturday was supposed to be sacred, a handful of my college buddies, some smoked wings. Maybe a few burgers, definitely no drama. But if you live in a planned neighborhood, you know there's always that one person who believes your front porch is their stage for me. That's Judy Henderson, the self-appointed queen bee of our HOA. Picture a woman who wears pearls to power walk her pug and carries a clipboard like it's a royal decree. She's the type who finds your mailbox if the flag squeaks. I was minding my own business, seasoning chicken thighs and humming along to an old blues record, when her high heels click-clacked right through my side gate without so much as a knock. I turned, mid-key and sprinkle, and there she was, scanning my patio like a realtor ready to flip it for a profit. "Oh, Daniel, this is perfect," she cooed, tapping her phone screen like she was ordering a cab. I blinked. "Sorry, Judy, what's perfect, exactly?" She flashed this grin that made my stomach drop. "Your setup. The HOA's spring welcome cookout. I announced it this morning in the neighborhood group. Didn't you see?" I swear to God I thought she'd lost her mind. "What cookout?" "I planned a private hang with 5 friends. That's it." She didn't even flinch. "Oh, don't be stingy. Daniel, you're always grilling back here anyway. It's good for community morale, and I already promised everyone you'd handle all food and drinks. Pulled pork, wings, sweet tea, the works. You'll be reimbursed in spirit, of course." She winked like she'd told a joke. I set my spice jar down so I wouldn't chuck it at her forehead. "Judy, you can't just sign me up to feed the block for free." She crossed her arms, pearls bobbing. "Daniel, please, you men love showing off your grills. Consider this your chance to be a good neighbor." It's already on flyers. And in the HOA chat. Hundreds of likes. So don't embarrass me now. And just like that, she clip-clopped out, tapping her clipboard like she'd just booked Beyoncé for our cul-de-sac. I stood there, seasoning forgotten, brain on fire, phone already blowing up with texts from numbers I didn't even recognize. "What time should we bring the potato salad? Can we bring our dogs? Can my cousin park an RV out front? By sunset." My little break from the world was officially hijacked by the HOA's self-appointed queen. And the more I stewed, pun intended, the clearer my next move became. See, you can't fight Judy with logic. She'll out-talk you, out-paper you, and by Monday you'll have 6 fines and a passive-aggressive letter about your garden hose. But you can hit her where she never expects, her taste buds. That night, I called up an old college buddy, Raj Patel, who owns a boutique chili farm upstate. This man grows peppers so hot the USDA sends him polite hazard notices every season. He answered on the second ring, like he knew. "Daniel, HOA drama again?" he asked, already chuckling. I laid out the whole sorry saga. By the end, he was laughing so hard he nearly dropped the phone. "Say less, brother. I'll overnight you my hottest Carolina Reapers and a bottle of Satan's Whisper." If this doesn't melt her attitude, nothing will. Next morning, a discreet cardboard box arrived on my porch like a care package from the devil himself. I suited up, gloves, goggles, apron that read Grill Master and Chaos Coordinator. I dusted off 3 old GoPros I usually use for fishing trips and planted them around my yard. One on the grill, one on the buffet table, and one on my porch roof for the wide shot. If Judy wanted a show, well, by God, I'd give her one in 4K. By noon on D-Day, my backyard looked like the world's most suspicious cookout. 2 giant trays. One labeled neighborhood-friendly mild, dry rub wings with a polite sprinkle of pepper. The other tray, Daredevil batch, extremely hot. Eat at your own risk. I wrote it twice, underlined it. Stuck a waiver basket right beside it. No one could say I didn't warn them. At exactly 1 p.m., people started rolling in, folks I hadn't seen since the last HOA fee reminder. Acting like we were long-lost cousins. They brought folding chairs, paper napkins, kids with sticky popsicles. A teenage girl dragged in a Bluetooth speaker and blasted pop hits over my old blues playlist. Then, as if she floated on a throne, Judy arrived. Big straw hat, fake designer sunglasses. Clipboard clutched to her chest like a holy relic. She didn't say hi. She just pointed at my tables, barking orders at strangers. Plates here, drinks there, Daniel darling. Make sure you keep the grill going so we don't run out, all right? I smiled so wide my cheeks cramped. Sure thing, Judy. Whatever you say. 20 minutes later, the swarm hit the daredevil batch like a feeding frenzy. A teenager snatched 4 wings at once. A burly dad laughed. How hot can they be? Judy herself grabbed a plate, sniffed one, and scoffed loud enough for the crowd. Pfft, I eat Thai food twice a week. Watch and learn. She bit down. Folks, the silence was priceless. Then came the involuntary squeal. Her eyes went big. Her face flushed red. Sweat dotted her forehead like beads on a soda can in July. She tried to stay regal. But the clipboard dropped, the sonnet nearly flew off, and the queen of the HOA fanned her tongue with a napkin while making noises that did not sound queenly at all. Around her, chaos. The big dad was doubled over at my garden hose, trying to drink directly from it. A teenage boy sprinted to his mom yelling, "My lips are on fire." Someone knocked over a bowl of potato salad. A toddler stared, horrified, before sticking a finger in the mild batch like he'd found a safe zone. I just flipped my mild wings calmly, pretending to check my thermometer. GoPro blinked red, recording every second. Judy stumbled over, eyes watering, makeup streaked like a sad raccoon. What did you do?" she gasped. I pointed to the sign. "Eat at your own risk, Judy. You did organize this, remember?" She made a sound halfway between a cough and a curse, grabbed her purse, and stormed off, but not before someone caught her meltdown on their phone and yelled, "This is going viral, Mrs. Henderson." By sundown, my yard looked like the aftermath of a spicy apocalypse. People limped home with numb lips, a few neighbors gave me awkward thumbs up, and the GoPros had more gold than a hidden camera prank show. I uploaded the footage that night, no fancy editing. No commentary, just raw footage labeled, "The Ghost Pepper HOA Buffet, full story." By morning, my phone wouldn't stop. Views climbed, comments poured in. Half the country called me petty genius. The other half wanted the wing recipe, and Judy? She tried to post her version on the HOA forum, but people weren't buying it anymore. A week later, she attempted a community apology brunch to save face. Rumors said she planned to play a victim video blaming me. I showed up early with a projector, before she could spin her tale. I played the uncut footage for everyone. The crowd howled. Some literally spit mimosas laughing. Judy left her own brunch before the coffee was served. She hasn't posted since. Last month, the HOA board voted to change event approval rules. They even asked me to headline the next neighborhood cookout, paid, with a budget, and yes, with only mild wings. So, if you take anything from my little spicy saga, let it be this. Never hijack a man's backyard barbecue. Never underestimate how far he'll go to defend it. And if your neighborhood has a Judy, maybe send her this video. And now it's your turn. Tell me in the comments, was I petty or poetic justice? What would you have done to stop a buffet bandit? Hit like if you try my wings. Share this with your favorite foodie friend. And don't forget to subscribe, because next time, we're tackling Judy's new HOA-approved garden gnome policy. See you on the grill. Folks, and remember, spice responsibly.